Hey guys, it's me, it's your best friend, it's Carbot. Welcome to another idBeCoolif, where everything's made up and the ideas don't matter. idBeCoolif, Imperius wasn't Heroes of the Storm. But before we get into it, something's a little different, something has changed. And, well, to make a long story short, basically, idBeCoolifs do take me a long time to make, guys. And unfortunately, I don't have that time to make them, and I still want to make them because I really enjoy making them. So I'm trying to find a shorter way to make them. So I still hope you guys enjoy this version of idBeCoolifs, and I hope it's fun. And I think the ideas are always fun to do, and it's fun to talk about with you guys. So, and disclaimer: this idea, a lot of it is Sam. Sam thought of this concept, which Sam is our audio guy. He's a sound guy. He's my brother. So he did about 70-80% of this concept. I added my own ideas, tweaked some, but a lot of it is his. And I really, really liked it. I really wanted to share it with you guys. So here we go. Imperius and Heroes of the Storm. Who is Imperius? He's from Diablo 3, and he's an Archangel of Valor. All right, he's got the Triforce of Courage. All right, and his trait is called Valor. For each ally hero near you, gain a stack of Valor. Each stack reduces disabling effects by 20%, up to 100%. Okay, so you can become unstoppable all the time if, the setting is, if the mood is right, That's what Imperius does. So that's his trait. And you're probably wondering, where the frig does this come from? I'll show you where it comes from. Friggin', where's my browser? Where's my browser? There it is. All right, so see this Diablo cartoon here? All right, see Imperius. He's like, come on, Tyrael, let's go, boys. Diablo's on the run. Let's get him. And the other archangels are like, dude, slow down, man. And so he leaves his buddies, and he goes down the lane, pushes the lane. Is this a Diablo cartoon or is it a Heroes cartoon? Look, see, there's 4 other allied heroes, and then he goes, pushes the lane, and then he gets to the core and he fights Diablo, and he loses until his buddies come back. So the idea is that he is stronger when he's around, when he needs to protect people. And that's where he gets his source of courage from, his valor. All right, so each stack reduces disabling effects by 20% up to 100%. And you can imagine how strong that would be against Diablo. All right, so here we go. So there's his ally, and the more allies around him, he has more resistance to disabling effects. All right. So let's talk about some traits. Some talents. Some talents to the trait. All right, so this is Braveheart. Gain 1 stack of Valor for 2 seconds each time you attack an enemy hero. So even when you don't have 5 other allied heroes, because that doesn't happen all the time. A lot of times there's only 4. There's other ways to achieve the unstoppable effect. And you can also activate your trait in other ways as well, even if no one else is around. So this is one way to do it. Endowed. Gain 1 stack of Valor for 7 seconds when you're healed by an ally or anything. When you're healed. Anyway. So that's another cool way. So if you have some healers on your team, you can really amp up those stacks of Valor, which I like. And Heaven's Light. Activate to remove all stacks of Valor for 7 seconds. So you can't have any stacks for 7 seconds. You can't gain any, and you lose everything. And you heal X amount of hit points per second over 5 seconds per stack. So the more stacks you sacrifice, the more you heal. I like this because there is some strategy, there's some decision making behind it, and I really like this trait. I think it's a really cool trait because, I don't know, we got it from the cartoon, so it's got to be good. Or at least we thought about it from the cartoon. That's the idea. And I don't know, it has some strategy behind it. It has some counterplay. You chase off if you push some enemies back. You divide and conquer against Imperius. I don't know. I think it's a really interesting trait. Again, guys, the numbers can be tweaked, so it won't be OP, but that's for the balance team to decide. It's not for us. But Mr. Carbot, what's his basic kit? What's his abilities? The first one is Q. Q is for Flames of Solarian. Solarian, if you don't know, is his spear. The Spear of Imperius. I think I'm saying it right. This is I'm assuming that Sam did a lot of research on this, so I'm just assuming everything is correct. But I'm pretty sure if I remember right, that's the name of his spear. Yeah, so your next auto attack, or maybe it's a skill shot. I don't know. It could be a skill shot. That might be more interesting, actually, so you can actually miss. So, yeah, let's just say it's a skill shot. Your next, you can do a skill shot. It's like a circle or something. Ignites the target, dealing minor damage to the target for 4 seconds. The damage is increased every quarter of a second to the target if the target is moving or they travel, per range they travel. Okay. So in other words, as long as they aren't teleporting, if they're trying to move anyway, dashing, running, the flames. Here's a little animation here. The damage is gonna increase over time. You see here, it's ramping up. So this is he's on fire, and because he's moving, it's doing even more damage, and it's increasing every quarter of a second. Let's say like 350 damage over the course of four seconds. Again, it heavily depends on how long they're moving for the 4 seconds, and how far they move. All right. So Genjis and things like that, they're gonna be scared of this guy. If they don't move, if they stand still. So here's some counterplay. It does like 160 damage. Not very much. Okay, so that's the basic idea. It's really good against mobile enemies that are squishy, because they're gonna want to run away when they're being attacked. So if you can get to them, you catch them on fire, then they're in trouble, basically. If Medivh does the little portal thing and helps you out, then that obviously doesn't count for the flames, do you? But I just thought of if a freaking Stukov does this massive shove. If Stukov does a massive shove against someone who's on fire, it's basically an instant kill. Maybe a little too strong, I don't know, but I don't know. I really like this. Again, you can tweak the numbers so it's not OP. Blah, blah, blah. Balance team. Next ability. W is for Wrath. So, that's actually starts with W, so we're off to a good start. And throwing a weapon, dealing damage to all minions in its path. If it hits an enemy hero, the hero is dragged the rest of the distance. If the dragged hero hits a wall, they are now pinned to the wall and rooted for 2 seconds. So they can still attack, they just can't move around. You can reactivate the ability. This probably should be a talent, but you can reactivate the ability to teleport to them. So it's a little bit like a call out to like Tyrael's thing. But maybe that's a talent, because that might be a little bit too much. So there's talent. There's the W ability. So he throws it, hurts some minions, but ultimately drags the enemy hero and pins them to the wall, rooting them for 2 seconds. So I really like this. I like this a lot because it's very spear-like. I feel like that's what something Imperius would do, is pin someone to the wall with a spear. And again, some strategies, some interesting plays I think can be made with that. Let's look at the talents to go with it. This one might be a little bit too good, but Piercing Point. Wrath can now hit an additional target if they are affected by flames of Solarian. So if they're on fire, it can pin... the first guy it hits is on fire, and it can hit a second person and drag 2 heroes with it instead of 1, as long as the first hero is on fire. So again, some strategy, some skill involved there. Probably a little bit OP, but I like it. The second talent here is called Resistance. Gain a stack of Valor for 7 seconds if the target is pushed far enough. Pushed by far enough. I don't know why I wrote that, but yeah. So again, some talents there. This guy's freaking Shidushin. There's the pin. Okay. All right, this is his next ability, guys. His next ability is called E. It's E for Zeal. There's a E in Zeal, so it still works. Basically, remember Diablo 2? There's a paladin ability called Zeal. Basically, you attack really fast, and you can't stop attacking because you keep attacking. So Imperius is going to have this. I thought it was suited for him because Imperius, if you know him, he's prideful. He's a prideful mofo, and he just won't stop. As you saw in the cartoon, actually, he chased Diablo all the way to his house and wouldn't leave him alone. So this Zeal is basically, it's a self-taunt. You taunt yourself. You cannot stop attacking that target, but you attack 50% faster and you move 20% faster for the next 4 seconds as you're taunted against that target. Yeah, so you can't stop attacking. So there you go. So it's kind of interesting because it kind of synergizes with his trait, because his trait can make him unstoppable. So that is hopefully a good thing because now he's unstoppable and taunted. So if you do it right, then it's a good thing. However, it could also be a bad thing because now you cannot break your zeal at all. No one can stop you, not even the enemies if they wanted to. So they could lure you in pretty far over the course of 4 seconds. So again, really cool ability, and you want to be careful with it. You don't want to just use it willy-nilly. You know what I'm saying? Okay, all right. Let's talk about talents that go with it. A talent is determination. Gain a stack of valor during zeal. So help you become unstoppable. That's something you want to think about. No one can stop me. Next talent, pride. I like this a lot because it has a consequence. Become unstoppable for 4 seconds if you kill an enemy hero with zeal. Lose all stacks of valor for 5 seconds if you are slowed by 25% if you don't kill them. So it's a finishing move. Okay. I think it's kind of cool. Has some consequences. By the way, it slows your attack and move speed for those seconds. Okay. Maybe it should be, instead of just making you unstoppable, gain 5 stacks, or gain 4 stacks of valor for 4 seconds. And maybe this should be 4 seconds as well. Look at this. We're editing it while I'm talking to you guys. So again, I like those talents. Pretty cool. I think freaking Imperius is going crazy. He just wants to kill the guy. He won't stop. Imperius, please, man. Okay, next one. All right, so next talent this is the alt actually. This is called Purge. In a large area, you inflict flames of Solarian. So his Q, you inflict it to everyone around you. Probably not a large area. Probably like a medium area to small. So everyone sets on fire. And maybe it can also cast when you die. That could be a thing as well. Either way, you do it all around you and everyone's on fire. So you want to work with that. And the level 20 version of this is Trial by Fire. Every time Imperius damages an enemy hero afflicted with flames of Solarius, the duration is increased by 1 second. Is it applied to everyone who's on fire? Probably not. That'd probably be really, really strong. Maybe just to the target that he's attacking, and they have to have the fire on them already. So that is also a passive to his regular ability, along with the active. So it only happens to one target, and it's pretty good, right, Imperius? You like setting everyone on fire? So it's kind of like a holy fire is the idea of it. Did we do? Oh, we didn't do the talents here. Holy fire. For Flames of Solarian. Back to the queue for a second. Flames deal some damage to any nearby targets. And then Flames of Solace heal some hit points from your basic attacks against someone who is on fire. Alright, next. Alright, back to the friggin' second alt. Chariot of Fire. Cast anywhere on the map. After 3 seconds, you being damaged will cancel it. So if you get hits, it'll cancel it unless you're unstoppable. Imperius mounts a Chariot of Fire. Let's see what it looks like. Alright, and he deals damage to everyone in his path, moving 120% move speed. So he's moving in a straight line. You can cast this anywhere on the map, by the way, so travel across the map. So in other words, if you are not near the team fight, see, you're over here, and you're going to the team fight over here, go to the team fight. And once you arrive, it'll hit any minions in its path and kill them. Once you arrive, it'll brush forward a bit further and hit enemy heroes wherever you click. You click here, and it goes there. It'll go a little bit further, you know what I mean? So it'll still deal some damage in front of you. So it's a bit wider than like Alarak's charge. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I really like it. It's kind of like an ETC stage dive, except it takes longer because you have to travel across the map, but it does do more damage. And yeah, so it has some interesting strategy and skill along that. The level 20 version is called Courage. Chariot of Courage, maybe. I don't know. Anyway. For each enemy hero hit by the Chariot of Fire, you gain a stack of Valor for 7 seconds. For the next 7 seconds, each stack of Valor gives Imperius 5 armor. So, do the math. If you hit 5 heroes with your ult, and you're next to 4 of your allies, that is 25 plus, that's 45 armor for the next 7 seconds. Plus, you could have the Lost Vikings with you, or you could do some ability stuff, and your armor could go up the wazoo for 7 seconds if everything's perfect. So there's a lot of potential to become OP for 7 seconds here. And you're unstoppable. So there's that. Yeah, so that is Imperius and Heroes of the Storm, guys. I really hope you enjoy the concept. I really do. Again, don't get wrapped up in the numbers. Numbers tweaked to make it balanced. But the basic idea is that he's got these stacks of Valor. He's got an interesting kit. Here's everything if you want to look at it. Read it off the screen here. It'll also be in the description down below. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Subscribe if you haven't. Make it a YouTube account and subscribe if you haven't. Get notifications. Ring that bell. Yes, ring the bell, and so you can get notifications whenever we release new videos. Let me know what you guys think about this new version of idBeCoolif. It is a little longer because I do have to explain all in real time, and I'm not sped up and all that good editing quality stuff. But hopefully it's still fun and to think about these ideas and go through them. I would really like Imperius and Heroes of Storm. I think he's a really cool character, and I really like this kit because I feel like it's interesting mechanically, and it does justice to his background, his lore. He's got Valor, you know, the cartoon, we saw him, like, he's stronger with his allies, and that's also his downfall. He gets prideful and stuff like that, so he thinks he can take on the world because he's unstoppable. I really like Flames of Solarian. I like Wrath. I love the pinning against the wall. Zeal is very much characterized by Imperius, so I think that's really awesome for him as well. Plus the name of these talents: Determination, Pride, Resistance, Holy Fire, whatever. He's a very to the books kind of guy. And then Purge, I think, is kind of cool. There might be a better one, I don't know, but I like how it's kind of using a basic ability times, area, whoever's in the area. And Chariot of Fire as well is a very kind of biblical archangel kind of thing. And again, I like these mechanics. So let me know what you guys think. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Sorry for how long the video is. I hope that's a good thing. Let me know if that's a good thing. All right. See you guys later. Bye-bye.